What's good, baby? It's the Mad Cleveland Browns fan. You know I'm coming live and direct from Las Vegas right now. Unfortunately, your boy didn't get to see the game last night. Cleveland Cavs versus the Indiana Pacers, and I was going to put some money on it, but I didn't get down there to get the goddamn betting slip in time, and that made me mad. But at the same time, I really didn't want to put the extra money on it at the same time because I didn't have the extra money at the time to put the money on there. It's first game preseason. So I'm like, yo, okay, am I about to put some money on a game that I have no clue what we about to look like? No, I'm not. I like to win. I don't like to gamble. You hear me? It's a difference between gambling and winning. I like to win. You hear me? Like the Cavs did last night. Excuse me. They was the underdog in that game against Indiana, who was supposed to be like the dogs or whatever. They're supposed to be some beasts. I mean, they didn't have one of their star players playing. That boy, T.J. Warren, was a dog during the bubble. And, I mean, it would have made a difference just like it would have been a difference if we had our boy, which is a dog as well, and you know him, better as the bull, Colin Sexton. And we still won. You hear me? And we still won. And I'm talking about we didn't just win. We smacked them. You hear me? We smack-a-lacked them. You hear me? Cousin, listen, I'm about to drop some numbers right now. All right. First thing first, as a coach, I'm going to let you know. I have good and I have bad news. One, you want the good or the bad news first? I'm going to tell you it anyway. Bad news. Turnovers. Free throw. Listen. LeBron is the greatest player to touch the basketball. Excuse me. Right? The man is phenomenal. But the boy, if it's crunch time and you need someone to make a free throw, you do not want LeBron with the ball. And he do not want the ball either. You can ask him yourself. I did. Because I watched him for years. That boy do not want to go to the free throw line when the game is on the line. I mean, you got to know your Achilles heel, baby. And I'm just telling anybody, I'm just saying, because I played sports too. I don't know if you played sports or not, but I'm very, very serious about this sports game. And me and LeBron is the same exact age, kinda. He's a little bit younger than me by a couple of months. Same city. Cleveland, Akron, Ohio, all the same walks of life. You know, he went to another school. I was going to another school. You hear me? I congratulate LeBron for everything he done. He's done for Akron and for himself, for his family, everybody. And everybody's done stuff for him. But as a fan and as someone that plays basketball himself, yeah, I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm 36. All I do is work out. And apparently you can see from my videos, I smoke a lot of Buddha. Okay? So LeBron would probably dunk on me and have his balls all over my head. But what I'm saying, back in the day, and if I was a coach, I would single-handedly send LeBron James to the free throw line all game. And I bet you he would be frustrated. So now I'm saying all of that to say this. The Cleveland Cavs, as a team, y'all shot less than 70% yesterday at the free throw line. You just don't learn how to make free throws overnight. I'm going to tell you that. That's a practice skill. That's a practice skill. I talk to my nephew about it all the time, and I mean, thank you for my dad, because my dad had me going through free throw clinics like crazy. And when I was going through basketball camps, we was doing free throws. But this is what I'm saying. A lot of these kids nowadays, they don't focus on the free throw game as much as they should. The basics of basketball are taken away from the game of basketball. And that's what people are understanding about the game of basketball. And that's what made the Golden State Warriors very, very good as a team when they was going back-to-back championships. The difference between them and the Cleveland Cavaliers was a big disparity in the free throw line. And it's the same thing going on with the Cleveland Cavs right now, and I am sick of it. Okay? So who's ever running the Cleveland Cavaliers organization free throw line camp, you need to get fired because it's not working. Because for years, we suck at the free throw line. And that's how you win and you lose games, from the free throw line. Okay? Now I'm telling you right now, the Brooklyn Nets are about to be a phenomenal free throw shooting team, because they have a lot of good free throw shooters. All right? That's just an example. Just look at the roster. So when I'm telling you this, the game of basketball is different than all the beautiful, glamorous stuff. The step back three from the dang on half court, which Dame Dash does pretty good. And my boy, he's a killer out there in Portland. He's a killer. I mean, I'm not talking about Dame Dash in the music game. I'm talking about Dame the Killer. You hear me? Dame Dollar out there in Portland with my boy, another Ohio rapper. Let's go, baby. You know, we got them boy Canton holding it down. You know, gotta hold it down. And that's what they was trying to do in Cleveland with Darius Garland and Colin Sexton. You hear me? You're trying to do the same thing they got in Portland, but we ain't gonna go there. All right? So let's get back to the game. What I'm saying is this. Cleveland Cavs, you turn the ball over too much. Your free throws suck. And I'm looking at the assist. It was highly down. Okay? I'm looking at the assist numbers. The only person who cared to pass the ball was Exum. And I'm glad you had a very good game yesterday, Exum, too, because you was handling that ball as the point guard, getting them assists, dropping them dimes. Because I'm looking at everybody else. They were not dropping dimes. Our assist numbers were horrible. And we still won. So we're going to get to the good news. My boy, Seti, balling out. 20-plus points. Ball on him, baby. You know, my boy said he put in a lot of work. You know, he practices a lot with LeBron and all them other boys during the offseason. If y'all did not know, when LeBron was with us and when LeBron left, said he was with them. He's a ballaholic. That boy loves basketball, and he showed it yesterday. You know, because as you look and you see, we're trying to figure out who's going to be that small forward position right now in the Cleveland Cavaliers team. The starter position. A lot of people, you know, starting and come off the bench, I know a lot of people look at it like it is mentally. To come off the bench playing basketball and to start playing basketball is totally different. It's not for everyone. Not everyone could be effective coming off the bench playing basketball as they can be as a starter. It's a mental approach, okay? The game of basketball is about mentality. And that's when you come across a man named, rest in peace, Kobe, and everyone that died and passed away in that crash. Yes, the Mamba mentality. You have to have a certain mentality where you could be like, yo, I'm going to perform whether I'm coming off the bench or I'm coming as a starter. And that's the thing that got Tristan Thompson all that money. Tristan Thompson got drafted. I think he was a number 4 pick just like Okoro, and he did not get picked because he was trying to put up 50,000 points in a game. He got picked because he played defense. He was a hard worker. He went for them 50-50 balls, and he cared about the team, and he would do what the coach asked and required. And that's how you get paid the big bucks, and you get to have the girls that he get to lay his hands on. What's up, Khloe Kardashian shouting out, you know. That's how you get the figure. That's how you get in the world of that stuff right there. You hear me? And honestly, Tristan Thompson is the reason we won that dang on that championship that year, because that boy's defense was, oh my God, rebounding, defense, offensive rebounding. When all the extra possessions we got to win that dang on chip, that finals chip, because of Tristan Thompson. I said it was so tough on who to give the MVP award to for that series, because that was a totally team effort. You don't get them extra shots if it wasn't for Tristan Thompson hustling and bustling. Kevin Love was playing the best defense of his life during that dang on NBA Finals run, and that's the reason why he ain't been good since. I'm going to tell you. I love Kevin Love more than anybody. We got the same dang on first name. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Kevin Love, ever since the finals, you gave it all you got. Guarding Steph Curry. During a couple times you had to guard Steph Curry in them pick and roll switches, man. Man, it broke you down, I can tell. You ain't been the same since, Kev. But guess what it did? You get paid by performance, and he performed wonderfully against them goddamn Golden State Warriors. We came back from them boys 3-1v1, 4-3. Hello! Booyah! In your face, Draymond. But that's how he got paid the big bucks. He's getting $30 million a year. Bop, bop, bop. You might want to pick up a basketball, ladies and gentlemen. You may want to pick up a basketball, or you just might want to manage a basketball player, because they always need accountants. Somebody got to be able to manage that Johnny Manziel. Shout out to Johnny Manziel, baby. I wish you would have turned out in Cleveland if you would have just stayed off the Las Vegas lifestyle, baby. Like I say, I don't gamble. I like to win. That's why I ain't bet on the Cavs yesterday. We was the underdogs. They was giving us like 3 to 5 points or something like that. They usually do, because we usually play Indiana every year in the beginning of preseason for some reason. I don't know. We usually always split as well. So right now, but you got these boys balling out. You got Okoro, rookie, first game, short season, all this training camp. Everybody talking about defense. This man made the man miss the shot. My man's Dotson got the rebound, who was balling. That boy Dotson is a dog. Good pickup on that pickup, champ. Scouting team picking him up, make sure he stays on the roster, because that boy balled out. He ain't afraid to shoot that rock, and that's what you need. You need straight buckets, because that's my name, Dr. Buckets, all day in your face. Hand down, man down. Mark Jackson know what the deal is, what's the real is. So I'm telling you this right now. Listen, Dotson balled out, got the rebound. That pass had to be just right. You got to understand, and Isaac said it, man. Shout out to my man's Dotson for dropping that dime. Because if it wasn't for that dime, he wouldn't have got that puppy and been laid it up. That's clock management. You seen it right there. My man's looking, he looking, boom. Like, we got to get it and we got to slide it in there. The defense was right there with him on transition. You had to make the right pass. He had to get it up right in time. Like, yo, and one, baby, game over. Hello. Welcome to the NBA, Rook. You're balling, baby. So we focusing on having a phenomenal season. We correct some of that stuff. That's the reason why we go through the training camp, preseason, and you practice and whatever. So as long as we get those, like I said, we got good and bad news. We get those numbers to go up on the turnovers to go down, numbers to go up on the assist ratio, numbers to go up because we won on the rebounds. We won on a 3 point percentage. We did good from 3-pointers. 9 for 29, I think it was, and my boys was balling. They did their thing. We won. You hear me? We won. Larry Nance, Thigh Maker, your boys came in there. Hey, hold on. Wendler came in there. Dylan came in there. Rebounds. Some boys dropped right there. That's like 30 of our rebounds right there with just them 3. If it wasn't for them rebounding, we wouldn't have had no rebounds. You hear me? But it's Sunday. I can keep going down the list, man. Garland, you was not afraid to shoot that rock. I saved the best for last, Garland. Because without Colin being there, and you was the primary man in charge, he was putting that ball up. Shoot it. I tell my nephew, every time you shoot the ball, you say it. This is going in. This is going in. I'm going to make that. I don't care how many shots it is you take. Every shot you take, you say you going to make. Every shot you take, you say you going to make. You don't never say it's a bad shot. It's no such thing as a bad shot as long as you believe you going to make it. You shoot that shot every time and you say this is buckets because Dr. Bucket said so. Hello, it's your boy, the Mad Cleveland Browns fan. I'm bringing you nothing but heat about our Cleveland Cavaliers and our victorious win just last night. Man, shout out to Cleveland, baby. Y'all did y'all thing. From the bottom of the roster to the top of the roster, we all equal, baby. Cleveland against the world. Let's go, dogs. We got a game tomorrow against the Baltimore Ravens, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all subscribe, man. Y'all rock and roll. If you a Cleveland Browns dog, you mess with the Cavs, the Indians, the Ohio State Buckeyes. You talking about? I'm talking about the Columbus Crew, all the way down my boy Burrow in Cincinnati. Listen, boy, this is all about Ohio. OH.